Hi, Taurus. Welcome back to Adik Tarot, the beginning of the truth. This is a guidance spread for love and the energies you may experience within these next 30 days throughout the month of March of 2020. Now, this message is for Taurus, anyone with Taurus in their chart guided to my channel, and cross watchers as well. Keep in mind, this is a general message and it may not resonate with everyone. This message intent is strictly for guidance. So, okay, Taurus, let's get into your energies. To begin, I'm going to start off with some messages of guidance from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck. And our first message of guidance to you, Taurus, is a card to rebuild. Now, within these energies, within these next 30 days throughout March of 2020, you may have the energies of rebuilding. There may have been a circumstance that ended. There may have been a circumstance that was faulty, and there may have been a shakeup to your foundation. And at this time, and within these energies, it's calling for you to rebuild. Now, this is a major arcana. These are major changes that you may experience or have experienced in a relationship. And it's important right now to know that you have the opportunity to rebuild this foundation on something stronger, or you may have the opportunity to rebuild yourself throughout this process. And, with rebuilding, when there's a situation that ended, or if there was a shakeup to a foundation, it's because it wasn't able to stay strong and hold on the foundation that it was built on. It was faultiness in it. People weren't coming or aren't coming to the table correctly. People can be coming to the table wearing masks in a relationship, or one person could have been giving to a situation more than the other. And without balance, it's going to cause a foundation to be shaken. And in this time frame, it's important for you to acknowledge what you learned in that last situation. Acknowledge the importance of equality, how there must be balance in a situation. And not only must there be balance in a situation with a partner, you have to be balanced within yourself to have a successful relationship. So one person can't be over giving. When you recognize that you're giving too much of yourself, it's important for you to be able to communicate that and, correct it, and not just sweep it under the rug thinking that, oh, they'll figure it out later, or, I'm going to just leave, or, it's not about just running away or sweeping something under the rug. It's about addressing a situation when it comes to important relationships in your life. It's about being balanced within yourself to understand if you're in a situation that's not coming equally, then it needs to be discussed, or the situation cannot go on in this way because it's not balanced. Also, it's about, when it comes to relationships, understanding the importance of having that faith in yourself, understanding the importance of having faith, period, and not going into a situation automatically thinking that it's going to be a downfall, not going into a situation automatically thinking that it's going to be an end, or it's going to end up just like it ended up the last time. So understand, within these energies, within these next 30 days, it's about rebuilding yourself when it comes to a relationship. And it's also about rebuilding that partnership with someone that you love, So I'm going to refer to the book just for a little bit more expansion on this meaning, Taurus, for anything that I may have missed with this rebuild. And again, its keywords for rebuilding talks about a situation may have collapsed. And it's about, again, creating it stronger, letting go of the falseness of it, not wearing a mask, not going into a situation knowing that it's imbalanced, going into it clear-minded, being balanced within yourself. And now it's time for you to, within this time frame or within these energies, it's time for you to become aware of where the faultiness is. And it's time for you to be able to address that. And, it's not always about another party. It's also about situations that you have to look at and understand what needs to be addressed within yourself. So to rebuild, it states that the dynamics of a relationship can often be complicated. The longer you've been in a relationship, the more complex it can be. Relationships begin to grow many layers, consisting of joys, sorrows, honesty, duplicity. As these layers build on top of each other, it becomes increasingly difficult to know what the core of the relationship is based on. What was once love may now appear to be merely tolerance, or worse. Even in good relationships, you may find yourself growing apart from the other person. In either case, the weight of these layers can cause a relationship to collapse. Now may be a good time to start fresh with one or more of your relationships. Peel off the layers one by one. Cut away any pretense and see what may be revealed. Find the core of the relationship and decide if it's still what you want and what you find attractive. If so, then disregard the old layers and consciously create a new commitment with this person or persons. One based on truth, honesty, and love. Use the awareness gained by this exercise to steer the relationship on a clear, steady course. The same applies to rebuilding a relationship with yourself. Examine your many layers of joys and sorrows, successes and failures, and think about how they're affecting your ability to love yourself and therefore to find love. Expose the false voices that tell you that you're unworthy and silence them. When you do, your true value will be revealed. Rebuild your life around unconditional love for yourself and invite in unconditional love from others. So, most important with any relationship, Taurus, it's so important for us to love on ourselves. And when we love on ourselves and we love ourselves, we don't have to expect someone to complete us, or we're not looking for someone to help us to love ourselves. We have to learn to love ourselves without others. It's always a bonus to have that special someone, but the key in this life is understanding the importance of loving yourself. And when you love yourself, you attract that same energy. But if you're doubting yourself, if you're questioning yourself, if you're insecure within yourself, these are the energies that you're attracting to yourself. So, you are the mighty bulls, you stand firm in your ground, you know who you are, you know your capabilities, and it's important for you to not allow any false pretenses outside of yourself, not looking like everybody or not having this or that what everybody has. Fuck everybody. It's about being appreciative for what you have. It's about loving the qualities that you have, knowing your abilities and your capabilities of bringing, that love for yourself to relationships, and, wanting to nurture others, wanting to make everyone comfortable, wanting to make them happy. But it's about understanding the importance, again, of loving on yourself and making yourself happy as well, and bringing in those energies to you, Taurus. Your next card of guidance is to teach. So this is another major arcana, Taurus. This is a card of the number 5. So within these energies throughout the month of March or throughout the next 30 days, it's going to be energies of some changes, some challenges. It may be some conflicts within these energies as well when it comes to dealing with love and those who you love, as well as loving yourself. And when it talks about teaching, first of all, it's about being able to teach people how to treat you, you know, being able to teach them, the respect that you have for yourself, and teaching them, showing them how, you want to be respected, period. When it comes to rebuilding yourself, when it in love, and when it comes to rebuilding even a relationship with yourself or even with others, it's about when we get into a relationship with another party, it's about, giving that respect. And it's about if someone comes at you and you don't appreciate how they come at you, you're going to address them and you're going to teach them how you want to be treated. Because, a lot of people come from different types of backgrounds. A lot of people come from places that didn't have that love, didn't have that understanding, didn't have the proper communication when it comes to loving, themselves or loving others. So you got to teach people how you want to be treated in a relationship. And you got to respect that energy that someone else brings back to you as well. So teaching people on how to treat you, teaching them how you want to be treated in a relationship. As well, Taurus, it may be someone that comes into your life that can teach you new things. You may want to study. You may want to learn new things. You may want to go back to religion. It could even be spirituality. Just go back to the books on, the past, on, just tapping back into the morals of love and, just being able to do the right thing when it comes to love. So our final guidance card for this love spread is to teach. And this is you, Taurus. This is a card of a number 5. It's otherwise known as the Hierophant in the Tarot. And the Hierophant is like, the Pope, or he or she is a teacher, and they, talk about that religion. They talk about in relationships doing the right thing. So within your partnership, you may want to seek counseling. This may be a possibility, or again, refer back to, again, it could be religion. It could be a couple that have been in a strong foundation, be listening or going for assistance from those who have been in the situation and came out of it successfully. So, referring to the book for a bit more expansion on this as well, the Hierophant or the teacher is getting that advice that you may need in this love relationship. It's about learning as well, learning your partner, learning yourself throughout this situation. It's about tapping back into the wisdom that you've acquired throughout the situation. It's about that wisdom of the situations that you were able to, or you wanted to sweep under the rug, but all it was doing was building more dust and having to, shut down and clean off everything. And, at this time within these energies, it's about reflecting on what was, it's about reflecting on what is, and it's also about reflecting on what, what it is that you want in a relationship. So, although the name of this card is Teach, it brings the dual energies of both teaching and learning. You have much wisdom to offer regarding affairs of the heart. This wisdom has been gained through all your joys and your sorrows. At this time, there may be an opportunity to assist someone regarding a relationship. That person may even be you. When the opportunity arises, remember the shepherd, one who gently guides his sheep along the desired path. Use the same gentleness in guiding yourself or others. There may also be an opportunity to learn right now. This could take place in many ways through conversations, observations, or even reflection. Take a moment to reflect on what you have already learned about your relationship and what you still want or need to understand. Then seek a teacher who will help you arrive at that understanding. The downside of the teach card is when our teachers want us to blindly follow their direction. In relationships, this often leads to restriction and disappointment. These teachers come in many forms, as family, friends, society, and so on. If a relationship is not going smoothly, maybe it's time to examine the beliefs you hold about relationships. Are they truly your beliefs, or have you unintentionally accepted the beliefs of others? Beliefs that no longer serve you. Here's the affirmation for you, Taurus. In matters of the heart, I offer what I know, learn what I don't know, and remain true to myself. So within these energies, Taurus, it's important for you to stay true to yourself. It's important for you to examine how you move when it comes to love, your expectations when it comes to love. Know that, everyone is different. Everyone doesn't move the same. Everyone doesn't love the same. So in your situation, you have to look at, again, who you're dealing with, as well as looking at yourself, And in this situation, you have to be able to accept the differences in your partner or whomever you're dealing with. And it's about really knowing how to communicate clearly and not automatically expecting someone to act in a way that you require or that you even desire. It's important for you to be able to, again, express, the things that you want in a relationship, express and understand that of what you need in a relationship. And again, examine it, Taurus. Now, if the shoe was on the other foot, would you be willing to go in the way that you're trying to make somebody else go? So it's about looking at it from all sides and looking at yourself and understanding the difference in each of us, and learning that love language. So, for guidance from the romance angels on this situation, right now, Taurus, within these energies, it's possible that you could be dealing with the one, because this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek, Taurus. And passion is needed, and it's about reigniting that passion in yourself. And that's especially when we love ourselves. And that's especially when we know what it is that we desire in our relationships. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And it's about not feeling down about what we desire and what we want in a relationship, passionately being able to express our wants, passionately being able to express our desires, passionately be willing to learn our partners and learn our situation and be able to grow from this situation. So, Taurus, this month is not all about holding your passions in. Let your passions go, Taurus. It's not about holding back. We have this life to live. We might as well live it in our truth. We might as well live it within our passion in order for us to be able to, enjoy it. So allow your heart and your soul to sing with joy within these next 30 days, and be passionate about that of what you desire. Be passionate about yourself and in loving yourself. So that was just the introduction. So just leading into the spread. And when it comes to you and what you're currently feeling about this situation, Taurus, we have the card of the 5 of Cups. So within these energies, Taurus, it's really about, you could be thinking about everything that went wrong in a situation, how much you invested. You could be overly thinking about, what went wrong in the past, things that already happened that cannot be changed. Yet with the 5 of Cups, your attention is on what has already spilled, what has already taken place, and feeling that regret about it, feeling down about it. But you have to be able to look, Taurus, towards your future. There are still 2 cups remaining, so it's not about what you had, it's not about what you lost. It's about right now in the moment being appreciative for that of what you still have, and knowing on what you still have, you can still rebuild on that of what you have. And when it comes to the challenges and the changes and the conflicts that we experience in life, it's for us to be able to refine that power that's in us. These challenges, these changes, these conflicts, again, is only here to build us up stronger. And that's where that saying comes from: what doesn't kill you, it does make you stronger. So whatever situation that occurred, it occurred in order to refine the power that's in you, to refine the power in you where you see this shit for what it is. You know not to sweep this shit under the rug. You know how to address it now. You know how to speak your wants, your needs, and your desires. You know how to create boundaries if you're not getting that of what you need and you desire. And you also understand the importance of allowing, changes to occur, in knowing the importance of not wanting to control a situation, because we all have free will. We all are different. And it's not about always wanting to win on a situation. It's about that compromising. But it's also about not giving too much of yourself where you're not getting that in return, where the situation is balanced. So right now where you are and looking at situations that occurred, that went wrong, that you may have invested in, but it's important for you to look towards your future, look towards what's standing right now. And it's time for you to rebuild on that of what you have, and be able to express yourself and teach, your love language when it comes to rebuilding this relationship or building your new foundation for yourself. So you may think that a situation has ended. It's the end of, whatever you lost, whatever circumstance that you may have been in. But it's important. So, yes, that situation, that faulty foundation must end. It was supposed to end. You were not supposed to continue to move in that way. You're supposed to come true within this new foundation that you're building. You're supposed to come correct. And any partner that you invest with has to come correct as well. It can't be no more one-sided situations, Taurus. And when it comes to your partner and the current emotions and desires, your partner is ready to communicate with the 8 of Wands. It's ready to let the energy, be able to discuss this situation. Your partner, you may get a message, you may get a text, you might get a letter, email. There may be, there's a time or opening again in order to communicate right now. And keep in mind, Taurus, that whatever situation that you may be in at this time, when it comes to this partnership, when it comes to this love relationship, it's not about dwelling on what happened in the past. It's about remembering again what took place. It's about understanding the importance to forgive, but we don't forget, but it's about understanding what took place, where that person went wrong, as well as where you may have went wrong as well. And in order for us to move forward, we cannot stay in the past. We cannot stay harboring on that spilled milk, the things that we can't change. We have to understand at the time we might have made some reckless decisions. We may have done some stupid shit and in the past. And when we do things at times, we do it because we think that's the best thing for us to do with what we have in front of us right now. So we all live and we all learn. So if you went through a situation in the past and some reckless shit happened, right now it's about rebuilding it stronger. So if you have someone that's coming to try and communicate with you, someone that you do love, it's about not coming too hard, not keep going back to what they did in the past. It's about understanding and having that awareness of what's going on right now. If how or where do we go forward? And, we can discuss the situations in the past, but it's about what I want now. How after that information, after that experience, this is how I'm moving in the future. So you may have someone that you love, or a love interest that's going to be communicating and wanting to offer their love. Someone that may be coming to you very compassionate, coming to you with love, offering you a cup of love. And, it's about you being receptive to it. It's about you listening, and not coming too harsh. It's about right now being able to, forgive in order to move forward. And in order to move forward with a pure heart, it's about not holding on to any resentment. So the connection that you may have with your partner, we have the card of the Two of Swords. So with the Two of Swords, with this connection, Taurus, it's about neither one of you really wanting to make a decision about this situation. It's about neither one of you, really not wanting to look at the situation for what it is right now, for who you are right now, for what, this situation has led to right now. You really don't want to even address or see the shit for what it is, or address any of the emotions and the thoughts that you've been experiencing, and, the desires, the hopes, the wishes. So you both may be at a stalemate. Now, only because you don't know if you were to rebuild a situation, is the shit going to last? Is it going to work? Or even rebuilding a situation with someone new. It's about, what type of secrets this motherfucker got, or what secrets is this person holding on to? Or, do I want to reveal who I am, and what I've been through? So the connection that you both have, Taurus, it's about understanding again the importance of looking at the situation for what it is. And it might not be a desirable situation that you may be willing to rebuild. You may have two options that Neither one of them really seem like the best option, and you may not want to make a decision because you don't know. It's too many secrets. It's too many hidden figures. Too much is hidden in the darkness where people aren't able to express themselves truly for what they are. And with this, Taurus, you have to be able to look at this situation exactly for what it is, exactly for who you're dealing with. It's about you not, being in your head, imagining what you want, or just expecting. It's about seeing it for what it is, addressing the situation for it is, and it's about you trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, because it's a lot of things hidden in the darkness. And the only way to make it through the darkness is trusting and believing in ourselves. The connection that you have in common is the card of the Six of Wands. So the connection is you both recognize each other. You both recognize these qualities that each of you have. You both recognize, you both even may be recognized by others, by your achievements, you both may get that attention. And the connection is, you both may want to reconcile. You both may want that balance within this relationship. You both may want a new beginning that's passionate. You may recognize you do want that passion again. And you both may recognize the abilities that each of you have, and that each of you need or want within a relationship. Now, the weakness in this relationship is the card of balance. One may be given more to another. One may be giving more to others. And it's causing that off balance. And the weakness is in achieving that equality in this relationship. The weakness is that communication that is needed in this relationship. And the weakness is that understanding of the importance of balance in a relationship. So it's important for you to build on this, Taurus. And when it comes to rebuilding yourself, when it comes to rebuilding a possible relationship with another, it's important for you to be aware of the energy that your partner is bringing to the table. It's important for you to be aware of the energy that you're bringing to the table. It's important for you to be able to control yourself, control your emotions. You could be love, want to love, want, balance, want that equal, want that loving partnership, knowing that you are loving and nurturing and etc. But if you find yourself giving too much, Taurus, you have to be able to take that step back and again create your boundaries, and again advise and teach another on how to be balanced and how to give and how to take in this relationship. And it's about you guys being able to communicate again, or you being able to communicate clearly and enjoy yourself, you know and it's about bringing that balance and that joy and celebration back into your relationship. And our final card talks about, is this your true love? And in a situation, what needs to be addressed? And will this be successful? We had a card of the Four of Wands. So yes, this can be someone that you can celebrate with. This can be someone that you can create a stable foundation with, a stable home, have that stability and being able to be free within yourself and free within your culture. But, and it's really no but, what needs to be addressed is your faith and your abilities. What needs to be addressed is the patience in order to nurture this situation and help it grow. Give it the nurturing energy that is needed in order for it to grow, Taurus. So, within this situation, again, it's not about looking at the past. It's about being in the present, looking towards your future goals and the future that you want within your relationship. Because you have a choice. This could be a divine connection that you're in. Now, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Taurus like yourself. We have Pisces, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Again, a Gemini. We have the water, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer as well. Then we have fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So it's not about being stuck in thought, because we don't have too many mental cards. It's about connecting back to your passion and what you're passionate about. It's about being grounded and understanding the importance of that, stability in a relationship. It's the importance of the practicality of a relationship. It's about the importance of understanding patience that's needed with others and in relationships. And it's about that understanding of balance. It cannot be a one-sided situation. There must be balance in a relationship. So I'm going to end this spread with a message, a note for you from the universe. And your first message is, it's time for a love fest, Taurus. Time for a love fest. Actually, everyone is reasonable. They just have their own reasons. And usually it's worth trying to learn what they are to maximize chances of a full-blown 60 style psychedelic love fetch, which is also always a good thing. So it's about the acceptance of the differences in each of us. It's about appreciating and loving. We all come from a past, This can be a past life situation, and even if you're not into that past life, this could be a past relationship that you had a life with someone. And it's about recognizing that difference in that someone, recognizing, the abilities in someone, recognizing the differences in the abilities in yourself and loving yourself, and recognizing and understanding what took place in the past in order to apply that wisdom to what you want in your future. So I want to say this one more time. Actually, everyone is reasonable. They just have their own reasons, and usually it's worth trying to learn what they are to maximize chances of full-blown love, that psychedelic type of love. It's always a good thing. And our last message or note about your love life from the universe: sometimes the good is hidden. Find the good in what they said or asked. It's always there, even if they didn't mean for it to be there. Sherlockily yours. Clues for what you want are hidden all around you. Sometimes the good is hidden. So when it comes to these changes, when it comes to these challenges, when it comes to these conflicts, don't just look at the surface of the situation, Taurus. It's some underlying shit up in there, you know, and you have to look at it for what it is. Be aware of it. Be attentive to it, you know, and know that a lot of us, again, our communication needs help. A lot of us don't really know how to express ourselves. Some people have problems with that. So look underneath the surface, because a lot that's on the surface is a lot of hidden shit. People not wearing a full mask, their true self. People are wearing a mask. And it's important for you to become true in who you are, you know, in this situation, Taurus. So I hope that this message helped. Um, Again, this is Adik Tarot, the beginning of the truth. And understand, you know, what needs to be rebuilt within yourself and within this situation. My new, you know, they got to come correct, and you have to come correct to get that correct energy coming back to you. So don't forget it, Taurus. So again, Adik Tarot, the beginning of the truth. Check the description box if you're interested in any personal readings. All the information is there for you. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I would really love to see you next time, Taurus. Peace.